Life is filled with challenges that test our faith, patience, and resilience. Yet it is in these very moments of hardship that we are being prepared for something greater. This message, Breakthrough, after tested and tried, don't quit now, is a beacon of hope for anyone feeling the weight of their trials. It's a reminder that perseverance leads to victory, and that your current struggles are not the end of your story. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to lose heart when things don't go as planned. Many feel like giving up because the road ahead seems too daunting. But remember, God's plan is always bigger and better than what we can imagine. Through this message, we aim to encourage you to keep pushing forward, trusting in God's timing and promises. Trials are an inevitable part of life. They come in various forms: physical, emotional, financial, and spiritual. They might arise when you least expect them, and at times they can feel as though they are too much to bear. But it's important to understand that trials are not punishments. They are opportunities for growth. Think of them as the refining fire that purifies gold. Just as gold must pass through the fire to reach its purest form, we too must face and endure challenges to uncover the strength and potential within us. The journey through trials is never easy, but it's a journey that brings transformation. Every obstacle you face, every difficulty you overcome, is a stepping stone towards something greater. The road to breakthrough is often long and steep, but it is also rich with lessons that shape you into the person you are meant to be. Other than viewing trials as setbacks, embrace them as moments of growth. These trials are the building blocks that prepare you for the breakthrough that awaits. Don't quit now. No matter how tough things may seem, your breakthrough is closer than you think, and every step you take brings you nearer to the person you are destined to become. Trust that the road you are on, though challenging, is leading you to something incredible. Your perseverance is key, and in this moment of struggle, you are being prepared for something greater. The Bible is rich with passages that remind us of the purpose behind our trials and the assurance of eventual triumph. James 1:22-4 tells us to consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. This scripture assures us that there is divine purpose in our struggles. They refine us and prepare us for what's ahead. Romans 8:28 reminds us, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Even in difficulty, God is weaving everything together for our ultimate good. Isaiah 41:10 also provides comfort. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and wrongfully imprisoned. Joseph's journey was filled with hardship, yet through it all, he trusted God's plan. In the end, he rose to a position of great authority, saving many lives during a famine. Genesis 37:50. Job, despite losing everything, his wealth, children, and health, Job remained faithful. His story demonstrates that even in the midst of suffering, God is present. Job's faith was rewarded with restoration and blessings beyond measure. Job 42:10-17. Paul and Silas, imprisoned for their faith, they chose to worship and praise God instead of despairing. Their breakthrough came miraculously as the prison doors opened, and their story inspired countless others to trust in God's power. Acts chapter 16:25. David. Before becoming king, David faced numerous trials, including being hunted by King Saul. Through every challenge, he relied on God for guidance and protection. His Psalms are a testament to his unwavering faith and eventual triumph. SM Samuel 18-31. Esther, risking her life to save her people. Esther's courage and faith in God led to a monumental breakthrough that protected the Jewish nation from destruction. Book of Esther. These stories remind us that trials are temporary, but God's promises are eternal. When we remain steadfast, our breakthrough is inevitable. As Psalm 35 declares, "Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." This assurance gives us hope that every trial will ultimately lead to triumph. Why God allows us to go through trials. Trials are not meant to harm us, but to strengthen and prepare us for the blessings ahead. Just as gold is refined in fire, our faith is purified through challenges. Peter 1:6 and 7 explains, "And all this you greatly rejoice, though now for a little while you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith, of greater worth than gold, may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed." God uses these moments to mold our character, increase our reliance on Him, and position us for His divine purpose. Without these experiences, we might not fully appreciate or steward the breakthroughs He has planned for us. How tests prepare us for greater blessings. Imagine an athlete training for a race. Without the discipline of training, they cannot compete effectively. Similarly, our trials are like training sessions for our spiritual, emotional, and even physical growth. James 1:12 says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love Him." Each test we endure is a stepping stone toward greater glory. It's a sign that God is preparing us for something extraordinary, a breakthrough that aligns with His perfect plan for our lives. Moreover, trials have a way of deepening our relationship with God. They drive us to seek Him more earnestly, listen to His guidance, and trust in His wisdom. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." The testing period is not a punishment. It is a divine process that positions us to walk into blessings fully prepared and strengthened. Understanding the significance of waiting. Waiting on God is not passive. It's an active stance of faith. Isaiah 40:31 declares, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." This waiting period refines our patience and builds a deeper sense of trust in God's perfect timing. It ensures that when the breakthrough comes, we are spiritually and mentally equipped to handle it. God's faithfulness in the testing period. Throughout the Bible, we see that God never abandons His people during trials. Deuteronomy 31:6 assures us, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." Even in the darkest moments, God's presence is our comfort, His promise is our anchor, and His love our assurance that the testing period is leading us to triumph. Perseverance is not just about enduring hardship. It's about being transformed by it. Trials are the furnace where our faith, patience, and humility are refined. Romans 5 verse 5-5 illustrates this beautifully. "We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope." The hardships we endure reshape us, stripping away pride, selfishness, and fear, and replacing them with godly virtues. Each moment of persistence builds a stronger version of ourselves. Like a blacksmith forging steel, God uses trials to temper us, making us resilient and unbreakable in faith. What we gain is not just a breakthrough, but a character that mirrors Christ's love, patience, and perseverance. A heart of gratitude transforms suffering into a sacred journey. When we choose to be thankful in trials, we begin to see challenges as blessings in disguise. This aligns with 1 Thessalonians 5:18. "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus." Gratitude unlocks joy even in hardship, allowing us to focus on God's goodness rather than the pain of the moment. Imagine being in the middle of a storm yet thanking God for the rain. That gratitude attracts peace and clarity, allowing us to discover hidden opportunities and lessons. It shifts our mindset from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What is God teaching me through this?" Faith is like a muscle. It grows stronger through use. Perseverance during trials exercises our faith, pushing us to trust God in the unseen. Hebrews 11:6 says, "Without faith it is impossible to please God." Each time we choose to trust God, despite unfavorable circumstances, we demonstrate that our hope is firmly anchored in Him. Consider Peter walking on water. It was an act of great faith, but the winds and waves challenged him. Similarly, trials stretch our faith, reminding us to keep our eyes on Christ rather than the storm. Trials often bring us to the end of our strength, teaching us to rely wholly on God. Proverbs 3 verses 8 and 9 verses 5. Heart, and lean not on your Sabbath, 8 and 9 verses 7. Proverbs 4 verses 1 teaches us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Perseverance teaches us that human wisdom is limited, but God's wisdom is perfect. When we depend on Him, we allow His strength to work through our weakness. It is in our dependence that we find the reassurance of His constant presence, a reminder that we are never alone in our struggles. During moments of trial, we often learn the value of community. God places people in our lives to walk with us through difficulties. Galatians 6:02 calls us to carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Trials teach us humility, as we accept help and empathy as we offer it to others. The lessons of perseverance often extend beyond ourselves. They ripple outward, strengthening our relationships and inspiring others through our testimony. Every trial you endure becomes a story of God's faithfulness. These testimonies not only glorify God but also inspire others to keep believing. Revelation 12:11 states, "They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony." Sharing your perseverance journey becomes a light for others walking in darkness. We often want immediate relief, but perseverance teaches us the beauty of God's timing. Isaiah 55:8-9 reminds us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways." Delayed breakthroughs teach us patience, refine our expectations, and prepare us to steward the blessings God has in store. Joseph's story is a perfect example. His years of waiting and trials in slavery and prison prepared him for leadership. Without that period of perseverance, he might not have been equipped to save nations. Trials do not just make us stronger, they deepen our relationship with Christ. Philippians 4:13 declares, "I can do all this through Him who gives me strength." The perseverance process reminds us that our resilience is not from ourselves, but from Christ within us. Finally, perseverance directs our hearts to the ultimate hope, eternity with God. Paul writes in Corinthians 4:17, "For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all." This perspective shifts our focus from temporary pain to the eternal joy awaiting us. When we endure trials with eternity in mind, we find the strength to persevere, knowing that our suffering is neither wasted nor in vain. There are moments in life when it feels as though the weight of your struggles will never lift. The pressure seems unrelenting, and the desire to quit grows stronger with each passing day. But here's the truth. Some of the most significant breakthroughs come just after the darkest moments. When you feel as if you're at your breaking point, this could very well be the moment before your breakthrough. It's important to recognize the signs that your breakthrough is near, so that when the breakthrough does arrive, you can embrace it fully, knowing you've earned it. The first sign that a breakthrough is approaching is when the darkness feels like it's closing in. It might seem as though you're drowning in your struggles, with no light at the end of the tunnel. This is often when people feel the urge to give up. However, This feeling of being overwhelmed can actually signal that you are on the verge of something life-changing. It's in these moments, when the pressure seems most intense, that growth occurs. Your character is being strengthened and your endurance is being tested. Think of it like a storm. The fiercest part of a storm comes just before it clears, and often it's in that final stretch that the clouds break and the sun shines through. Similarly, when things feel the hardest, you're likely only moments away from the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Another sign that your breakthrough is near is when you begin to experience an intense sense of weariness and doubt. You've been pushing hard, fighting for your dreams or goals, and you feel like you're running on empty. This exhaustion may not just be physical, it can be mental, emotional, and spiritual as well. But let this be a reminder, breakthroughs rarely come without struggle. They come after the long hours of hard work, after the persistence in the face of adversity, and after the continuous effort when others might have given up. This is also the point when the small victories that you've experienced throughout the process seem to be overlooked. Perhaps you've made incremental progress, but it doesn't feel significant enough to validate the effort. Yet these small wins are building up, and they are the foundation for your upcoming breakthrough. They show you that you've been moving forward all along, even if it hasn't always felt like it. As you reach this phase, you might start to feel disillusioned, thinking your efforts have been in vain. But these feelings are a natural part of the journey, and they are a sign that you're almost there. Just when you feel you can't take another step, remember that your breakthrough is often right around the corner. During these challenging times, it's crucial to shift your perspective and recognize that your trials are not punishments, but preparations. This shift often happens just before the breakthrough arrives. You start to see the lessons learned, the strength built, and the person you are becoming. At this point, the pain you've endured begins to feel more like a refining process, and the path ahead begins to clear. You'll find a new sense of hope, clarity, and determination that empowers you to keep going. The breakthrough, which once seemed like a distant dream, becomes something tangible and within reach. Finally, the breaking point is not the end, it is the turning point. You might feel like you're about to snap, but remember that the most beautiful flowers bloom from the toughest soil. It's often just before you hit rock bottom that the breakthrough emerges, as if the universe is rewarding your faith and perseverance. In these final moments of struggle, take a deep breath, stand firm, and trust that everything you've been through has prepared you for the victory that's on its way. Don't quit now. Hold on just a little longer, because your breakthrough is right around the corner. When you're on the verge of a breakthrough, self-doubt and fear often surface as your fiercest enemies. These feelings can be paralyzing, making you question your abilities, your worth, and whether you're on the right path. They creep in when you're exhausted, discouraged, and feel like you've given everything, yet haven't seen the results you desire. But it's crucial to understand that self-doubt and fear are not signs of failure. They are natural responses to the uncertainty of pursuing something greater. Overcoming them is not only possible, but it's also essential for the breakthrough you're about to experience. One of the most common ways self-doubt manifests is through limiting beliefs. Those thoughts that tell you, "I'm not good enough," or "I'll never be able to succeed." These beliefs can trap you in a cycle of negativity, preventing you from even trying, let alone achieving anything meaningful. But the truth is, limiting beliefs are not facts. They are merely thoughts that can be challenged and changed. The first step in breaking free from limiting beliefs is to recognize them for what they are. Pay attention to the negative self-talk that runs through your mind when faced with challenges. Acknowledge these thoughts, but don't allow them to define you. Instead, counter them with empowering beliefs that align with your purpose, and potential. For example, replace "I'm not good enough" with "I am capable" and "I am growing every day." It's important to remind yourself that setbacks and failures are not proof of inadequacy. They are part of the learning process, steps in your journey towards growth. Realize that every great success story was preceded by countless moments of self-doubt. But those who succeed didn't let fear control their actions. They pushed through, knowing that failure was not the end, but rather an opportunity to rise stronger. Fear is another powerful force that can hold you back. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of the unknown can keep you trapped in inaction, paralyzed by what might go wrong. But when you replace fear with faith, you create an unshakable foundation for overcoming any challenge. Faith doesn't mean the absence of fear. Rather, it's the decision to move forward despite the fear. It's about trusting in yourself, in your abilities, and in the process. You must believe that the breakthrough you seek is possible, even if you can't yet see it with your eyes. Faith is the fuel that keeps you going when your energy is drained and the road ahead seems uncertain. Start by focusing on the truth that you have the strength, resilience, and support to face whatever comes your way. Breakthroughs are not for the faint of heart. They are reserved for those who face fear head-on and choose to act anyway. When you replace fear with faith, you'll find the courage to take the next step, even when the path is unclear. One of the most effective ways to overcome self-doubt and fear is through action. It's easy to feel stuck when you are constantly thinking about the challenges ahead, but by taking small, consistent actions, you start to build momentum. Each step you take, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your abilities. Start with manageable goals and celebrate each achievement along the way. As you see progress, you'll gain more confidence and realize that your fears were often exaggerated. It's also helpful to reflect on past successes, times when you overcame obstacles or accomplished things you once thought were impossible. Remind yourself that if you were able to achieve those things, you are more than capable of overcoming the challenges in front of you now. Another critical aspect of overcoming self-doubt is practicing self-compassion. It's easy to be your harshest critic, especially when things aren't going the way you expected. But being kind to yourself, acknowledging that it's okay to struggle, and offering yourself grace can be incredibly powerful. Remember, you're not perfect, and that's okay. The journey to breakthrough is not about being flawless. It's about being persistent and resilient. Every mistake, failure, and setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer to a friend in need. Be patient with your process, and remind yourself that growth takes time. Fear and self-doubt may never completely disappear, but they don't have to control you. By confronting them head-on, replacing them with faith, and taking bold steps forward, you'll find that they lose their grip on you. The more you push through, the easier it becomes to embrace challenges as part of the process of growth. Your breakthrough is waiting for you, and overcoming fear and self-doubt is an essential part of claiming it. Don't let these negative emotions dictate your path. Use them as stepping stones to the future you're destined to create. You've already proven that you have the strength to carry on, and now it's time to trust that you're worthy of the success that's on the other side of your struggles. Keep moving forward. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. No journey toward a breakthrough is ever meant to be walked alone. While self-reliance and perseverance are essential, the power of a support system cannot be overstated. Having a network of people who believe in you, uplift you, and offer encouragement can make all the difference during the hardest times. Support systems are not just about receiving help. They are about drawing strength from others, sharing your struggles, and feeling the collective energy that pushes you forward. One of the most significant gifts you can give yourself during difficult times is allowing yourself to lean on your community. This might include your family, friends, mentors, or colleagues, those who know you well and have witnessed your journey. When you're feeling overwhelmed or doubting yourself, a kind word or a listening ear from someone you trust can be a powerful reminder that you are not alone. Community provides a sense of belonging and shared experience. It's easy to feel isolated when you're facing difficulties, but the reality is that everyone faces struggles at some point in their lives. When you lean into your community, you not only feel supported, but you also gain perspective. Others can offer insights, advice, or simply emotional support that allows you to navigate your challenges with greater resilience. It's important to remember that leaning on others is not a sign of weakness, but a recognition of your humanity. People want to help. They want to see you succeed. And sometimes, their belief in you can reignite your own faith in yourself. Whether it's a text message to check in, a phone call, or a heartfelt conversation, the support of a community can be a source of great comfort. At times when you feel the most depleted or discouraged, a word of encouragement can be like a spark in the darkness. Encouragement is more than just positive words. It is the belief that someone has in you, even when you're struggling to believe in yourself. Encouragers remind you of your strength and potential, and they help you refocus on the bigger picture when you feel stuck in the details. Encouragement can come in many forms. A family member telling you that they're proud of your progress, a friend reminding you of how far you've come, or a mentor offering wisdom and advice. Sometimes, it's the simple reassurance that you're doing the right thing, or that your efforts matter, even if you don't see immediate results. Make sure you surround yourself with people who will encourage you, not just in moments of triumph, but during your darkest hours. The right encouragement can be a lifeline when it feels like everything is falling apart. It can help you push through the tough times with renewed determination, reminding you that you are not defined by your failures, but by your willingness to rise again. Mentors and coaches play a pivotal role in the journey to a breakthrough. These individuals have often walked the path you are on and can offer valuable insights, guidance, and support. They can help you see things from a different perspective, challenge your thinking, and hold you accountable to your goals. Mentorship is not just about receiving advice. It's about having someone who believes in your potential and is willing to invest time and effort into your growth. A mentor can provide direction when you're lost, offer wisdom when you're uncertain, and inspire you to keep going when the going gets tough. If you don't have a mentor, consider seeking one out. Whether it's someone from your industry, a spiritual leader, or someone who shares similar values, finding a mentor can significantly accelerate your growth and keep you grounded. Mentors help you avoid common pitfalls, and their encouragement can often be the difference between giving up and pushing forward. Your relationships, both personal and professional, play a critical role in your journey. Healthy relationships are based on mutual respect, trust, and support. They provide a safe space where you can be vulnerable, express your fears and challenges, and receive feedback that helps you grow. It's essential to surround yourself with people who lift you up and challenge you to become the best version of yourself. Avoid relationships that drain your energy or fuel negativity. While it's important to be compassionate and understanding towards others, you also need to protect your own emotional and mental health. If you find yourself surrounded by people who constantly undermine your efforts or bring negativity into your life, it may be time to reevaluate those relationships. Healthy relationships are not just about comfort, they are about growth and mutual support. Seek out individuals who inspire you to dream bigger, work harder, and believe in your ability to succeed. In today's digital age, online communities and support groups can also offer incredible support. Whether it's a group of like-minded individuals on social media, a professional network, or a group that shares similar challenges, being part of an online community can provide the encouragement and inspiration you need to keep going. These communities often serve as a source of accountability, motivation, and connection with others who are walking a similar path. Participating in these online spaces also allows you to share your journey and celebrate your small wins with others who understand what you're going through. You might find that someone else's story resonates with you, and in turn, your story can inspire others. The sense of solidarity that comes from these online communities can help you stay focused on your goal, even when progress seems slow. Above all, one of the most powerful forms of support comes from faith. Faith in yourself, in others, and in the journey you are on. Your faith is a foundation that holds you steady when everything else seems unstable. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should, and that even in moments of difficulty, you are being guided toward your breakthrough. When you combine your faith with the support of others, you create a powerful network that can help you overcome even the toughest obstacles. The collective strength of your community, coupled with your own inner faith, becomes an unstoppable force that propels you towards success. In the end, your breakthrough is not just about you. It's about the people who walk alongside you and support you along the way. Don't hesitate to lean on your support system when you need it most. You are stronger when you are not alone, and together, with faith and encouragement, you can achieve the breakthroughs you've been working so hard for. The journey to a breakthrough is rarely a straight line. It's full of ups and downs, detours, and moments when progress seems to stall. During these times, it's easy to lose focus, question your commitment, and feel as though the end goal is slipping further away. However, it's essential to remember that breakthroughs don't come from sporadic bursts of effort or fleeting moments of inspiration. They come from sustained focus and consistent action, day after day. Focus is a powerful tool on the path to achieving your goals. Without it, distractions, setbacks, and obstacles can easily derail you. In a world filled with constant noise, staying focused can seem like a monumental task. But maintaining focus doesn't mean being rigid or single-minded to the point of ignoring all else. It means prioritizing what truly matters and eliminating distractions that prevent you from moving forward. When you focus on your breakthrough, you begin to give every action, every decision, and every step purpose. You are no longer drifting aimlessly, but are instead actively pursuing your goal. Focus means keeping your eyes on the prize, even when the road gets tough, and aligning your daily efforts with the long-term vision you have for yourself. To stay focused, you must regularly remind yourself why you started. What is the deeper reason behind your goal? What impact will your breakthrough have on your life or the lives of others? Reconnecting with your why helps you refocus when challenges arise and gives you the strength to push through distractions. While focus is essential, consistency is what truly drives results. Success is not about sudden bursts of effort. It's about showing up day after day, even when the results aren't immediate. Consistency is the key to transforming dreams into reality. Without it, even the most ambitious goals remain out of reach. Consistency is not about perfection. It's about steady, incremental progress. You don't need to make huge strides every day, but you do need to take action each day. Small actions, compounded over time, lead to big results. Whether it's setting aside time each day to work on your goal, making small improvements, or simply taking the next step when you feel stuck, consistency ensures that you keep moving forward. The power of consistency lies in its ability to create momentum. Even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, when you remain consistent, you build momentum that keeps you going. As you continue to put in the work, you begin to see the results of your efforts, sometimes in ways you didn't expect. One of the best ways to stay focused and consistent is by establishing a routine that supports your goal. A routine helps to create structure in your day and removes the decision-making fatigue that can come with trying to figure out what to do next. It allows you to build momentum, gradually achieving more each day. To establish an effective routine, start by identifying the key actions that move you closer to your breakthrough. What tasks or activities will have the biggest impact on your goal? Then, create a daily or weekly schedule that prioritizes those actions. For instance, if your goal is to launch a business, your routine might include working on your business plan, networking with potential clients or partners, and learning new skills that will help you grow your business. Routines don't have to be rigid or boring. They can be flexible to accommodate life's unpredictability. However, having a routine helps you focus your energy and efforts in a way that aligns with your long-term vision. It prevents you from wasting time on distractions and encourages you to prioritize what truly matters. There will be times when setbacks challenge your consistency. Whether it's unexpected obstacles, changes in circumstances, or moments of self-doubt, these setbacks can throw you off course. But the key to maintaining progress during these times is learning to bounce back quickly and not allow the setback to derail your entire journey. When setbacks occur, it's essential to pause, reflect, and learn from the situation. What can you take away from the experience? How can you adjust your approach or mindset to overcome the challenge? Viewing setbacks as temporary and as learning opportunities allows you to maintain your focus and consistency rather than allowing them to become permanent roadblocks. The most successful individuals aren't those who never face challenges. They are those who keep going, no matter how many times they fall. They understand that setbacks are a natural part of the process and that they do not define their future. Instead of allowing setbacks to stop you, use them as fuel to keep moving forward with even more determination. To stay motivated and on track, it's essential to regularly track your progress. This doesn't mean obsessing over every small detail, but it does mean taking the time to reflect on how far you've come. Tracking your progress helps to reinforce your commitment to the goal and keeps you focused on the bigger picture. Progress tracking can be as simple as keeping a journal, using an app, or checking off milestones along the way. Take note of what you've achieved, no matter how small, and celebrate these victories. Recognizing progress, no matter how incremental, reminds you that your efforts are paying off and that you're moving closer to your breakthrough. Sometimes when you're in the middle of the process, it can feel like nothing is changing, but when you look back at the progress you've made, you'll see that you've come much further than you realized. Celebrate your wins and use them as motivation to keep pushing forward. In order to remain focused and consistent, it's important to find sources of inspiration that fuel your determination. Inspiration can come from many places: books, podcasts, mentors, music, or even the stories of others who have overcome similar struggles. Surround yourself with material and experiences that keep you inspired and remind you of the importance of your goal. Keep in mind that inspiration is not something that just magically appears. Sometimes you need to actively seek it out. Set aside time to read uplifting books, listen to motivational podcasts, or watch documentaries that ignite your passion. Being consistently inspired helps you stay positive, focused, and ready to tackle whatever challenges come your way. Finally, remember that breakthroughs take time. In a world that celebrates instant success, it's easy to become discouraged when things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like. But true success is built on patience, persistence, and long-term effort. Trust the process, stay focused on your goal, and remember that every step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your breakthrough. The key to achieving your breakthrough is not about rushing the process. It's about consistently taking meaningful action, even when you don't see immediate results. When you stay focused on your goal, remain consistent, and trust that each step brings you closer to your breakthrough, you'll soon find that success is not a matter of if, but when. The final stretch of any journey is often the most difficult. The moments right before your breakthrough can feel overwhelmingly challenging. You might be questioning whether it's worth it or wondering if all your effort will finally lead to success. However, it is at this critical juncture that everything you've endured begins to culminate. The breakthrough is not just the goal being achieved, but the culmination of everything you've learned, every obstacle you've overcome, and every ounce of effort you've put in. One of the most significant aspects of the breakthrough is recognizing when it happens. Often breakthroughs don't come with fireworks or dramatic fanfare. They can manifest as subtle shifts, quiet moments of clarity, or a feeling of peace amidst chaos. It might be a sudden opportunity that aligns perfectly with your goal, or it could be a gradual realization that things are starting to fall into place. Don't be surprised if your breakthrough doesn't feel like an immediate victory. Sometimes breakthroughs happen gradually, in a series of small, seemingly insignificant events. A breakthrough could be as simple as seeing new opportunities unfold, experiencing a shift in your mindset, or realizing that the obstacles you once faced no longer seem as insurmountable. Recognizing your breakthrough moment is about being aware of the changes happening around you and within you. It's about acknowledging that, despite the struggles and hardships, you've moved past the difficult phase and are entering a new chapter. The breakthrough comes when you least expect it, but it's often the result of consistent effort, learning, and growth. While the breakthrough itself might not always feel like a dramatic moment, it's important to take time to celebrate your achievement. Often we rush from one goal to the next without reflecting on the hard work we've put in. Celebrating your success helps to solidify the journey you've been on and creates a moment to acknowledge the growth and strength you've developed along the way. Celebrating doesn't mean just focusing on the external rewards, whether it's recognition, financial gain, or status. It also means celebrating the internal transformation that's occurred. Recognize how you've changed, the resilience you've built, and the lessons you've learned. Every step of the journey is a victory, not just the destination. Take time to savor the success, whether it's through quiet reflection, sharing the moment with loved ones, or simply taking a moment to say to yourself, "I did it." This celebration is crucial for your emotional well-being and will fuel your energy for the next step in your journey. Your breakthrough moment is not the end of the journey, but rather the beginning of a new chapter. The lessons you've learned along the way will serve as the foundation for future success. As you experience the fruits of your labor, take time to reflect on the obstacles you faced and how you overcame them. These lessons are invaluable and will continue to guide you in your future endeavors. Consider how your resilience, perseverance, and mindset have shifted throughout this journey. Think about the skills you've developed and how you can use them to approach new challenges. A breakthrough is not just about achieving a goal. It's about the growth that happens during the process. By embracing this growth and acknowledging the wisdom you've gained, you'll be better prepared for the next challenge or goal that comes your way. A breakthrough often creates new opportunities and opens doors that you might never have anticipated. While it's crucial to celebrate your success, it's also important to recognize that the journey doesn't stop here. Every breakthrough creates new potential, new challenges, and new goals. Now that you've achieved this milestone, ask yourself, what's next? What more can you achieve? A breakthrough doesn't mean the end of hard work, but rather a new phase of growth. This is the moment to think about how you can use your newfound wisdom and strength to take on even bigger challenges. Prepare yourself for the next level by setting new goals and identifying new areas for improvement. Keep the momentum going and remember that each breakthrough builds on the one before it. The journey is ongoing, and the lessons learned from one success will help you navigate the next. Every breakthrough, no matter how small, contributes to building a legacy of perseverance, strength, and success. As you embrace your breakthrough, think about how it can inspire and empower others. Your journey is not just about your own success. It's also about showing others that they can achieve the same. Share your story, your lessons, and your insights with others who may be on a similar path. By doing so, you create a ripple effect that encourages others to keep going even when the road seems uncertain. Your breakthrough can inspire those around you to believe in themselves, persist through their own struggles, and keep moving forward toward their goals. Moreover, the legacy you build extends beyond just achieving your goals. It's about the values you uphold and the way you inspire others through your actions. Embrace your breakthrough, not just as a personal victory, but as a testament to what's possible when we push through adversity and never give up. Finally, as you embrace your breakthrough, it's essential to stay humble and grounded. No matter how big or small your success, remember that every breakthrough is a result of the effort and help of others. Stay grateful for the support you've received, the lessons you've learned, and the opportunities that have come your way. Humility keeps you open to continuous learning, and staying grounded ensures that you remain focused on what truly matters. Acknowledge the sacrifices and hard work it took to reach this point, but also recognize the role that patience, faith, and determination played in your success. Your breakthrough is a reflection of your inner strength and resilience, and by remaining humble, you set the stage for future growth and even bigger achievements. Your breakthrough is not just about the goal you've reached, but about the journey you've undertaken. It's a reflection of your perseverance, faith, and the power of not quitting, even when the odds were against you. As you embrace this moment, take pride in what you've accomplished and prepare for the next chapter. The best is yet to come. Persistence is the ultimate key to achieving anything in life. The ability to continue pushing forward, despite the challenges, setbacks, and disappointments that may come your way, is what separates those who succeed from those who give up too soon. It's easy to start something when you're filled with excitement and passion, but true strength lies in pushing through when the road becomes rough and the end seems far out of reach. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's a result of steady, consistent effort. Whether you're working toward a personal goal, a career milestone, or a dream, it's the persistence you show on the days when it's difficult that will ultimately lead to your breakthrough. Persistence is not about forcing things to happen, but rather about staying committed to your vision, even when external circumstances seem to conspire against you. It's about maintaining faith in your abilities, keeping your eyes on the end goal, and understanding that the journey, though tough, will lead to growth. The most successful people are not those who have avoided failure. They are the ones who refuse to quit despite it. It's not about having the perfect plan or knowing exactly what to do at every moment. It's about continuing to take action regardless of how many setbacks or obstacles you face. It's about being resilient and knowing that each challenge is simply another step toward your breakthrough. There's a psychological aspect to persistence that helps explain why it's such a powerful force. Our brains are wired to seek reward, and when we push through challenges and keep working towards our goals, we reinforce that pathway to success. The more you persist, the more you train your brain to stay focused and resilient in the face of adversity. In fact, research shows that people who demonstrate persistence are often more successful than those who are naturally talented but lack the determination to keep going when things get hard. Persistence allows you to overcome obstacles, adapt to new situations, and learn from mistakes. Skills that are invaluable in any area of life. Furthermore, persistence boosts your self-confidence. Every time you push through a challenge, you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving your goals. You build a sense of self-efficacy, which is the belief in your ability to succeed. This internal belief is crucial when faced with moments of doubt or difficulty. The more persistent you are, the stronger your faith in yourself becomes. One of the biggest threats to persistence is self-doubt. When things get tough and the results aren't immediate, it's easy to start questioning whether you're on the right path. Thoughts like, "Am I good enough?" or "Is this even worth it?" can creep in, making you want to quit. However, persistence involves pushing through those doubts and continuing despite them. Remember that self-doubt is normal and doesn't mean you should give up. Every successful person has faced moments where they wondered if they could keep going. The key is to keep moving forward, even when you feel uncertain. Persistence is not about having unwavering confidence at all times. It's about continuing to act even when you don't feel like it. Acknowledge your doubts, but don't let them dictate your actions. Replace self-doubt with positive affirmations and the understanding that each step forward, no matter how small, is progress. As you persist, you'll find that your doubts will become quieter, and your belief in yourself will grow. Setbacks are a natural part of any journey. They are often the moments that make you want to quit, whether it's a failed project, a missed opportunity, or unforeseen obstacles. Setbacks can feel like a major blow to your progress. But it's important to remember that setbacks are not the end. They are simply a part of the process. Persistence involves seeing setbacks as temporary and learning opportunities, not as final defeats. Each time you experience a setback, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" or "How can I adjust my approach?" The greatest breakthroughs often happen after a series of setbacks. The difference between those who succeed and those who quit is their ability to keep going when they face challenges. When setbacks occur, don't allow them to define your progress. Embrace them as part of your journey, knowing that the lessons learned from overcoming them are invaluable. The more setbacks you face and overcome, the stronger you become, and the closer you get to your breakthrough. Sometimes, when you feel like giving up, the only thing you need is to try one more time. When it feels impossible, when you're exhausted, when you don't see the point anymore, reminding yourself to take that one more step can be the difference between giving up and achieving success. The power of one more time is about pushing through that final moment of doubt. It's about refusing to let fatigue, frustration, or fear of failure stop you. It's about remembering that often breakthroughs happen when you're at the brink of giving up, but just decide to try one more time. This mindset can be transformative. Ask yourself, what if the next attempt is the one that makes all the difference? Often, breakthroughs don't happen after a long series of successes. They come after a long series of near misses. It's the willingness to continue, to push just a little further, that leads to the victory you've been waiting for. Persistence involves reframing how you view failure. Instead of seeing it as a negative reflection of your abilities, see it as a part of the journey. Failure is often the greatest teacher. It provides insights into what works and what doesn't, and it helps you refine your approach. The most successful people in the world are those who have failed multiple times, but refuse to let those failures define them. Each time you fail, you're gaining experience and wisdom that brings you closer to success. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it. View it as a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Your persistence in the face of failure will determine your success, and each failure brings you one step closer to your ultimate breakthrough. In the end, the power of persistence is in the long-term reward. The more you persist, the more you build resilience, knowledge, and strength. Your success becomes less about achieving an immediate goal and more about becoming the person who is capable of handling the challenges and responsibilities that come with it. Persistence ensures that you don't quit before your breakthrough. It's about trusting that, even when the road is long and the journey feels uncertain, your efforts will eventually pay off. Keep your focus on the end goal, remain committed to the process, and know that every step you take is bringing you closer to the breakthrough that awaits. As you continue on your path, keep in mind that persistence is the greatest form of self-belief. It shows the world, and more importantly yourself, that you are unwavering in your commitment to achieving your dreams. Never give up. Your breakthrough is just ahead.